So I want to talk about really quickly about there will be casualties. And casualties is a person or group of people severely affected by an event or situation, in this case that I'm speaking. The reason why I say that because let me use an example. Say that I'm aware of a couple of businesses that are corrupt. While they are corrupt, they are at the same time helping other people pay their bills. Now, this is just an example because I don't have, well, I do know some businesses, but it's nothing that I'm particularly doing. I'm just making an example. I think we all know some businesses like that, though, right? I mean, look at McDonald's, look at possibly Walmart, look at Disney World, Disneyland. And the thing is those businesses are at the same time while they are involved in a lot of corruption. Then on the other hand, you have a lot of people who are able to feed their families. They are employing hundreds to thousands to millions of people worldwide. Okay, so on one hand, they're involved in a lot of corruption that has hurt people, but on the other hand, they have literally helped millions of people to feed their families. And here's what I want to say. In order to bring in a new world order, right? I was talking about how it's not always bad to be the predator. Because the predator does not always have to mean that you're hurting innocent children. You know, when we hear these words, we have been programmed to believe it's just something bad across the board. Because you only look at a predator as maybe a so-called pedophile. You look at a predator as somebody as a so-called R word, rapist. I don't know if that's allowed to be said any longer. But anyway, or a serial killer. I think those are considered to be the predators, but that's not necessarily the case because if those are the predators, then who's the prey? So I don't think it's a good idea to be the prey. I think it's a good idea to be a predator, but not a predator who's doing those kind of things, if that's not who you are. But I definitely do not want to be a prey. So you be a predator to them, not a predator to children, a predator to those people, a predator to the serial killers, a predator to the people who are corrupt. Be a predator to them, because if you're not a predator to them, they're going to be a predator to you. A teacher said the universe seems to respect predators. Okay, they seem to be dominant. Why are they dominant? Because the prey feels powerless. And as long as the prey feels powerless and people want to wait for something else to remove them, they are going to be dominant. And the universe is respecting them until something else comes along that decides to be a predator to them. Then the universe is going to respect that person or those people. Anyway, so I say that to say there will be casualties for that reason. And so when you have the ability to take down such organizations in order to create a new world order, then it's almost like a trap to consider, well, oh my goodness, there's so many people with all these jobs and all these children, and oh my goodness, so now you got to let these people stay in place. You got to let these corrupt companies stay in place because they're employing other people. Now they get to be untouched. Somebody told me self-love also includes not continuing to allow people to get away with things. It's not that you're holding a grudge against people or, companies or whoever, a group of people. It's not that you're angry, it's not that you're holding a grudge, but to just completely do nothing about it when you can. Now, some people can't do nothing. But when you have some kind of ability, it don't always have to be through the legal system. Sometimes the legal system ain't on your side. Sometimes the legal system is for the corrupt. But when you do have some kind of capabilities, even if it's not in the physical, because everything don't start in the physical first anyway. Okay? I'm just going to throw that out there. It doesn't start in the physical first anyway. But when you have some kind of capabilities to change things, there's no room to really be concerned about who might be a casualty. Okay? There's going to be maybe some chaos to get to the new world order that you might want. There might just be some chaos. Because that's just how it is. If you think about a house that you want to transform, when you gut it and start the process of transforming that house, it's going to look really messy at first. It's going to look a bit chaotic and out of order. Okay? And then everything falls back in place and you have a new house. Basically, that's what I'm talking about. But I didn't want to talk for too long. I have to go. But I just wanted to briefly just say that, sometimes there will be casualties. Okay? Anyway, that's it, and I'll talk later.